doing well. And I am now making the transition from one interview to the next.
Oh, you did an early interview?
Yes, I just wrapped up, just, and then you popped in. So the timing is perfect. Welcome to you, ladies and gentlemen. Need I say who is on the line? Yes, I should. Dr. Novlet Davis is the founder and director of the LJDR Davis Foundation. The organization was formed to provide needed medical services to undeserved populations in Jamaica and has successfully completed 4 medical missions yearly since 2013. Dr. Novlet Davis, welcome to Inside the Zone with Lady D.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome. You piqued my interest, for some time now, and we have tried to schedule this interview before, but you know, timing is important. So here you are, here I am, and we are ready to talk. Of course. Can I say, ladies and gentlemen, that whenever I'm on Dr. Davis, she's always joining me and making her comments on the Facebook Live. And I so wanted her to sit in with me, but it wasn't practical. So we will take it as it is, because they're hearing you live here on linkageradio.com and across the social media platform and across the world. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Isn't everyone listening?
Yes. I would like you to share a little bit about who Novlet Davis is.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure here.
Okay, I'd like you to share a little bit about yourself for us, because, you know, here I am speaking to my former schoolmate.
Oh, yeah?
We went to the same high school, so our alma mater is Very Technical High School. So I'd like to welcome everyone here. I'm looking at Fancy Free, Veronica, and I'm looking at a few other people there on the Facebook Live. So go ahead and share a little bit about yourself with us.
Okay, so I originated from Canada, Jamaica, West Indies, in the hills of Brandon Hill, which is situated at the foot of the Novlet Mountain. I know a lot of people are not familiar with Brandon Hill, but we're actually in between. It's a northern area of Canada, close to Cherry. Some people may know Cherry District, and also Kernan. So we're in between Kent and Kernan, right at the foot of that cold Novlet Mountain. I attended the high school between 1976 to 1980 was when I actually graduated in 1980. I love Jamaica. I am from Jamaica. Born there. My parents right in that area, so I grew up in Brandon Hill. Went to Macon, born there, went to the attack, and I actually came to the United States of America, living in Macon proper in South Africa. I migrated to the United States. When I got here, I came to my husband for a partner, and we have 2 beautiful daughters.
Yes.
I actually changed my career. I was make a work for course management company. I came here and went into the field of nursing. So I actually have a bachelor's science degree in nursing. Went back for my master's as a nurse practitioner. And then went to my doctorate degree in nursing practices from Alabama University.
So you go ahead, continue.
Yes, so I practice, I don't have a private practice, but I do work at St. Francis Hospital. It's a heart center that does mostly open heart, but we don't advertise services.
Dr. Davis, can I ask you to just stay right where you are? Don't move. Because every now and
Okay.
again, yes, your volume fluctuates. Go ahead.
My volume is low, you said?
Yes, every now and again, you're in and out.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I am in one place now. You hear me clearly?
No, it's not that good.
It's not clear.
Much better, right there.
It's better there?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I work at St. Francis Hospital. I work with cardiac surgeons. I am a nurse, a cardiothoracic nurse practitioner. And that's, I work with the surgeons and the fact that I get paid when the patients come here for open heart surgery. We monitor them and take care of them for the entire stay from before surgery and follow them throughout post-op phase and until discharge. So that's my main job. And then I work part-time as a professor at Vermont College where I semester. I've been doing St. Francis, I'm at St. Francis for 22 years. And I'm now working with Illinois for 11 years as a professor.
Okay.
That's basically what I do. And then I have to go right back to Jamaica because that's my main focus. Overall with Jamaica. I love my country and I always want to give back. So after the history of my family, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my foundation and how this all got started. I am from a family of 14 children. 12 grown children was with my mom, who I did not know they died before I was born.
Okay.
But the other 12 siblings all grew up in Jamaica as adult children. And out of my 12 siblings, 4 of my siblings passed in Jamaica, died. And it was a negative, it was really traumatic for us, for my entire family. They were all sudden deaths. They all died within 1 week of being healed. And we really didn't know the real reason why they died. They got sick. 2 were, I want to talk about Novlet first, which was the first to die. She had a baby. And 3 weeks after she had the baby, she was complaining of shortness of breath, back and forth to the doctor in Spanish Town. And they told her she was fine, she was just anxious. She went home, and after being home, could not breathe, we took her back to the hospital, my parents, and she died right in front of my mom at the University Hospital without getting any attention. She died right waiting for help. My second sibling that died was my sister. She was my first sister was 28, Loretta. Jacqueline was also 28, was living here with me in the United States. But she did not, she started saying, I don't feel right, I don't feel good, I want to go home just to visit my mom, what's going on in Jamaica. So I sent her home for a week. She got there, got really sick, was admitted into the University of West Indies Hospital. They did not find a diagnosis, and within a week, my sister was dead with unknown causes. So that was the second person. And then my brother, Donald, he was sick for a while with abdominal pain, undiagnosed, and eventually, after a month, was dead. So nothing to explain. And then my little brother, Rowan, who was the real reason that I started this foundation. Rowan was 35, got up one morning, was not feeling well, had some flu-like symptoms, went to the doctor, was diagnosed with pretty much just a fever, was sent to the hospital, was in the Jamaican hospital for 5 days. I got there before he died, tried to help, but unfortunately, with a lack of care, and I want to say a lack of, I don't know if I should say this on the air, but
well, if
the infrastructure in Jamaica limits what we have. It limits what the doctors can do, what diagnoses can be made, what labs can be done, what tests can be done. And because of all of that limitation, the lack of resources, my brother died without a diagnosis. And up to today, we have no diagnosis on my brother. Just abdominal pain and fever, and my brother was born in seconds. Within a week, he died within a week. After all of those deaths in my family, as a nurse practitioner, I wanted to do something. Not for my family, but for the citizens of Jamaica, and especially in Northern Caribbean.
Yes.
I wanted to go there and make sure that young people, of course, got a wellness exam. That was my main goal, a wellness exam. I just wanted to see how they were doing. And I wanted to make sure that they have something to look at when they go to this, if they become sick. So we have something to compare with. Because that my brothers didn't have, nor my sister, didn't have lab scores, didn't have EKG, they didn't have echoes, they didn't nothing. So I wanted to be back in that area. So I went back to my district and I started a foundation called the LJDR Davis Foundation, which basically is my siblings' something, whether that's the Donald or Davis Foundation. And what we do with passion right there, and we try to enhance and expand, try to promote wellness and to assist with treatment where it's needed. Wherever we find the need, we give. So that's basically what the foundation do. So every year, every July, I recruit members from doctors, foundation members, doctors, nurses, support staff, pharmacists, PAs, nurse practitioners, everyone go. They volunteer their time to go to the District of Clarendon and give free health care from start to finish. Do blood pressure, do laboratory tests, take echocardiograms, and so far we have actually diagnosed a couple of heart diseases that brought them back, and they've had open heart surgery here at my hospital on a full basis, and returned back to Jamaica, living healthy, normal life. So basically, that's what my foundation or what the foundation does. And while I'm on this here, I just want to say I could not do it alone. It's not about me. I could not have done this alone. It's about the members of the volunteer team, but most importantly, my family that helps me. My family in Jamaica that does all the logistics of running this foundation when I get there. The bird Shaw, my sister Fern Clark, my brother James Davis, my sister-in-law Beverly Davis, I see my mom who's still alive, 90 years old, that better. She's the one that I do this for because she's my inspiration. She's the one who taught me how to give back to me.
Oh my goodness. Listening to you.
Back, and she always tells me, do not live until you have helped someone without getting a reward, without getting payment for it. And that has taken me because nursing to me, nursing is my love. And service is my joy. So I wanted to give back and give it back and touching one of those patients and see them walk out of every little basic school with a smile on their face, make me feel that I have lived. I'm doing what I was put on earth here to do. So it is a rewarding thing. I let you speak now.
Well, you are the perfect candidate for an interview. You just allow the interviewer to sit back and listen alongside her audience. So you're absolutely wonderful, Dr. Novlet Davis. I am just in awe because I asked you one question, and so you simply unfolded your life for me. No, but that's fine. You unfolded it beautifully and you just took us from one phase to the next, leading into the LJDR Foundation. And I commend you. I commend your team. I'm sure it is a lot of work. And not only is it a lot of work, but may I ask if you have to grapple with the bureaucratic red tape that we know exists in
Of
Jamaica?
course. Yes, of course we do. I have a lot of health care. So here in America, I have the foundation registered. It's a 501 company. That means it's non-for-profit,
Right.
and people can actually, if they donate anything, clothing, or if they donate cash or money, they can actually claim it back.
Yes.
So that I have done here. And the first couple of years in Jamaica when I went there, I had to go through the red tape and the disappointment of my medication, getting, confiscated. I had to go through a lot of things until I learned. I'm learning the process. And when I got there, I was warned, it's not that easy to come to do a medical mission.
Yes.
There's certain things that you have to go through. I went through all of that and still went through more. But what I did learn, the most important thing that I learned, I had to first get the foundation registered as a non-profit organization.
Yes.
And that as a charity. So with the help of my sister and my niece, Laverne, we were able to do that. And it makes it a little easier getting the stuff when I ship them down to Jamaica. I'm shipping the beds, I'm shipping wheelchairs, I'm shipping medication, I'm shipping everything that you can think of to Jamaica because I see the need and I want to try and sell some of that in response.
Yes.
One of my main focus is actually Chaplain Hospital. That's the closest hospital to my hometown.
Yes.
And I call it my hometown because it will always be my hometown, rather than it's my love. And when I last saw that hospital, it was in deplorable condition. So whatever I can do, if it's the bed or if it's a wheelchair, whatever I ship it there. And now that it's a charity organization, I can actually, it's a little easier going through, all the bureaucracy and whatever I have to go through at the wall and to clear the items. And with the help of this Christian, things have become much easier.
Wow.
The dentist is one of the pharmaceutical, the director of Caravan. And he's from my district. And with his help, I've been able to do things a little easier because he knows the system and what I need to follow. And so because of that, it is a little easier now.
Well, I must commend you and your team because you did recognize your team. You could not have been doing this on your own.
I could not do it without my team. My three daughters, of course.
Yes.
I have two members, Pauline Bailey, Diane Walcott, oh my God, Judith, Millicent Smith, she's my classmate and best friend.
I know Millicent.
I can't get over it, right?
Yes.
I can't name all my members, but I have Millicent Chan, Kimberly Chan. I have so many different people that have joined in, and this has now taken over their life. It's now part of their, they work as hard as me, or even some of them want to more. Up to this week, I found that it's coming with clothing, and people are just coming with stuff. It's just with clothing. We sometimes we do a little bit of food, so people really need the food. We'll give a little food here and there.
Yes.
We give clothing. Some use, but we give it. We're trying to not look at just healthcare, but holistically, we're looking at everything. We want to try out every which way we can.
Yes.
So truly, I have to comment and talk about her. And she's probably going to kill me for this one. But when she went last year for a little child that was blind, and she said, I have to do something about this. And when she got back here, she and her partner took the responsibility of sponsoring that kid. So that child is now in a school for the blind because of Judith, the team member.
Yes.
Another person I want to highlight while I'm here, Melody is and her husband, Christopher is. When I first started the mission, Melody was a nurse practitioner. She joined us, and our husband came and said, I'm a barber, what can I do? And we were like, oh, you can do 3 haircuts for the men in the district.
Yes.
And let me tell you, not just he did do free haircuts, he actually taught someone how to cut hair and open up a barbershop in that district with that young man. And now he has a profession in barbering.
Barbering,
So
wonderful.
the organization is not just looking to do all the help. We're trying to help. If we just have one person make a difference in one person's life, we think that we actually have accomplished our goal.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing, touching one life at a time. And that to me is meaningful. You know, Christopher Diaz didn't have to do it, but he has a passion, he has a heart, and he wanted to give back. And he's constantly giving. So, you know, I can't talk about my partner Chris that every day he's touching, that's my little son I call it. And he's a part of the foundation, he won't let it go. So now people are drawn into this. We have a team that is so compassionate and just passionate about humanity. And that's what I want. That's what I wanted for, you know, for my family that has, my brothers, my brothers that have, especially more. It was the love of my life. And I feel when I do this, I can feel it. I can feel it around me every time I go to Jamaica. So I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. You know?
Yes. I commend you, Novlet Davis, because there are people who are doing a similar thing as you, and they are recognized for it. And this leads me into my next level of discussion with you, because you have also been recognized for your outstanding work in the medical field. Would you like to share some of the recognitions that you have received?
Yes, actually the first recognition I received was the Caribbean Health Award. That was the first one that I received. And it's the Caribbean Life Healthcare Award. And that was in recognition for my contribution to the health care. And then at St. Francis, when my job heard what I was doing, they wanted to also award me something. So I got the Humanitarian Award in 2013, I think, or 2014 from St. Francis Hospital. Along that line, I guess I was nominated as a nurse practitioner in the New York chapter, Long Island chapter, New York Nurse Practitioner Long Island chapter, and I was awarded for the work that I was in as the nurse practitioner of the year for Long Island, Nassau County. That was it. That really, I did not expect that, and I was shocked. But I'm so humbled by all those awards. And then recently, on Sunday, I got the Mother's Day Award from Carly Maxine on Wake Up Radio. So that was the other award on Sunday. So that was touching to me because on Mother's Day I'm receiving an award, you know, because of what I do, and this is something that I love. I'm getting an award to, you know, recognize for doing the job I love so much. So that was touching me. And then my daughters and my husband, everyone was there to receive it with me. So, that's it.
That's it. Oh, you have given us all the information that we need, and we perhaps could ask for more, but time will not allow us. But I would just like to extend on behalf of Inside the Zone, aired right here on Linkage Radio, here in Lower Westchester County, that Dr. Novlet Davis, you are the bomb. You're the best. You're the best. You have given up yourself all the way from North Central Clarendon, Brandon Hill, right?
Right.
Brandon Hill. I wonder if anyone is listening and feeling such pride. Anybody else you know from Brandon Hill?
Yes, I know a couple of people. I know my niece actually listening.
Okay.
And Norma McKenzie from Crofton, my other classmate.
Yes.
So they're technical. You probably know Norma too.
Maybe, yes.
Listening Foundation also. So I wanted to say hi to everyone that's listening out there, also Brandon and the surrounding areas, and also my classmates that are listening.
Yes.
You know, and I just want to encourage people that you don't have to help the nation. You don't have to help everyone. You just have to help one person.
That's right.
And if you can just help one person, just make a difference in one life, then you've done your job. You've done your job.
I agree.
We're not trying to be Jesus, so we're not trying to be like Jesus, but we're going to just follow and do one thing that he asked us to do, and that was just to serve.
Yes.
Serve one person, and be good to do that.
Well, congratulations again, and I'm looking forward to hearing so much more about yourself and the foundation.
I just want to give the date for that.
Yes.
Takes place on the Evelyn Mitchell Infant School, and that's going to be July 10th. The ceremony is going to be on Sunday evening, July 9th. And then we have the medical mission from the 10th, that Monday, until the Wednesday, Thursday. And this year for sure, we're going to be having dentistry. So there's dentists, we're having OBGYN.
Yes.
So we have all the services that we had last year, plus more. We have dermatology, OBGYN, and this year we're going to add dentists.
Yes.
So that's going to be July 9th until the 13th.
And I'm sure you get an overwhelming turnout from people in your community, neighboring communities as well.
Oh, yes. Last year we saw over 1,270 patients, 1,270 patients.
Man, that's a whole lot of people right there.
Yeah, we had people coming in from state chapter. We had people came in from Baytown. We're helping people not just in the northern carriers, but also it's general. When people are hearing that we're there, and some people cannot afford an echocardiogram that's over, tons of money. We'll come and have an echocardiogram for free. So everything is done for free.
I'm so proud. And I can say I know somebody famous. I know somebody famous. Congratulations. Of course. And
so I thank you for having me. I'm really grateful that you wanted to talk with me, and I am grateful that you did. That was when he was called us to talk.
Yes, and I'm so glad that I was able to, open my platform to you, because this is what I do here on my radio program called Inside the Zone, and I want to spread the word about the great things that are happening in communities worldwide.
Yeah.
More so.
Because you're awesome. Believe me, you're awesome.
Thank you.
And I get the thrill knowing that, oh boy, I know her and she'll come to the church.
Well,
so let me tell you, you're also doing a wonderful job. I want to compliment you doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you put it out there what I'm doing, and I really appreciate it.
That's what it's all about. Community link. I linked with Novlet Davis, Dr. Novlet Davis this evening. She hails from the parish of Clarendon, Brandon Hill, her community, and I would just like everyone to know that she is the founder of her, she calls it her mission, her foundation, the LJDR Davis Foundation, which is named in honor of her siblings who died in Jamaica, West Indies at an early age from complications of medical illness that are easily treatable in the United States. Congratulations, Dr. Davis, and I am looking forward to hearing so much more about you and your foundation. Can I say, as we would say in Jamaica, walk good?
Walk good, yes, thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, too. That's a wrap for Community Link this evening, ladies and gentlemen. My guest was Dr. Novlet Davis, founder and director of the LJDR Davis Foundation. I hope you were so informed, inspired, knowing that a woman from the soil or land or nation, Jamaica, West Indies, have decided to take this undertaking. It's an undertaking. She decided to galvanize all the resources and people medical practitioners like herself to travel to Jamaica every year and to offer their medical expertise to communities of people who need it. That's remarkable, and I commend her, I commend her, I commend her. And if you would like to make contact with Dr. Davis, you may contact me, and I'll be able to link her with you. This has been Community Link, aired right here on Inside the Zone with Lady D, Linkage Radio 104.5 FM. I must say thanks to Touch FM Radio 90.1 in the Bronx for broadcasting the show this evening. Coming up next is my Music Zone, and we're going to be dancing up a storm until 9 o'clock this evening. So stay with me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. This segment of the broadcast ends, but I'll be right back with Music Zone.